So the Jacksonville Jaguars just made a massive investment in one of the most talked about prospects in recent memory, and I have a lot to say about it. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down Travis Hunter finally signing his rookie contract with the Jaguars, why the size of his signing bonus is not something fans should worry about. We'll talk about how Jacksonville actually plans to use him on the field, and why this entire move signals a major shift in the culture of the Jaguars front office. There's a lot to get into, and I think Jags fans are going to love hearing this, and there's a lot to talk about beyond just Travis as well. Tlaw is of course trying to come back and revamp his career back to what he was projected to be. We're about a month away from training camp. Now is a time where we can really get hypothetical and be super optimistic. But before I do get into everything, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 60,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so let's start with the headline. Travis Hunter signed a 4-year, $46.65 million contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars, including a $30.5 million signing bonus paid up front and fully guaranteed. That alone sparked some conversation around the league. The Jaguars didn't just draft a talented football player, they bet on a generational type of athlete with an elite work ethic, rare instincts, and the kind of mindset you dream about when building a winning culture. This is a kid who has played both ways his entire football life, dominated at every level, and carried himself with nothing but professionalism since day one. Now, I know some fans and even former players have concerns about his build. He does have a lean frame, and yes, that's going to be something the strength and conditioning staff keeps an eye on and something he will continue to work on. But calling him fragile or suggesting he can't take hits is just a lazy analysis. He's wiry strong, he's tough, and more importantly, he's smart. Guys like Travis Hunter don't go out there taking unnecessary punishment when they don't have to. The way Jacksonville plans to deploy him, especially on defense, shows they're thinking long-term, so expect him to play off coverage more often, using his vision and instincts to jump routes and make plays instead of getting into constant collisions and press man. On offense, he won't need to play every snap either. With weapons like Brian Thomas Jr. and Dyami Brown on the outside, the Jazz can rotate Hunter in strategic situations where he can make an impact without overloading him. From a personality and locker room standpoint, everyone knows Travis is the exact type of guy you want to build around. He's humble, hardworking, and by all accounts, a fantastic teammate. The Jags social media team even leaned into the moment by tweeting out that both cornerback Travis Hunter and wide receiver Travis Hunter signed their deals, having a little fun with his rare two-way ability. But behind the jokes is a front office that fully believes in the vision. This isn't just a gimmick. They're putting real money behind this kid and giving him the tools to succeed. And I want to emphasize something. When you trade a massive haul of picks to go up and get a player at number 2 overall, that's not a move you make with any hesitation. That's not a move where you suddenly get cold feet when it's time to write the check. You traded that capital because you believe that player is going to change the future of your franchise. The Jaguars didn't blink. They knew the moment they got him in the building that this was a long-term investment, and I think it speaks volumes about where this front office is headed. Shad Khan, James Gladstone, and Liam Cohen have started to reshape what this organization stands for. They're not afraid of big swings. They're not scared of bold decisions. And when they see a guy worth betting on, they go all in. That's what they did with Travis Hunter. This is a kid who was fishing on a boat in Texas one day and walking into a minicamp with that same boat attached to his truck the next. He's Duval through and through. He's walking around the beach and in public waving to fans like a normal guy, and that's what makes him so likable. He doesn't act like a superstar, but he carries himself like one. Now let's talk about the logistics of his usage and how the Jags plan to protect his body. They're not going to throw him out there for 100 snaps a game. The plan is to strategically rotate him in and out on both sides of the ball. On offense, his presence will open up the field. For guys like Brian Thomas and Dyami Brown, who can stretch the defense vertically. On defense, the versatility of Jordan Lewis and Jarrian Jones gives Jacksonville the flexibility to manage Travis's workload without sacrificing playmaking ability. When Hunter needs a break, they'll be ready. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And that approach is going to help him last in the league, and that's obviously most important because the Jags aren't Super Bowl contenders this year. They are taking things step by step, and I think eventually they can get there. Statistically, I wouldn't expect Travis to lead the league in any single category, but his value isn't going to be tied to pure numbers. If he ends the season with 700 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, and then 4 interceptions with like one of them being a pick six and a big time punt return, something like that, I'm kind of just making up numbers on the fly, but that alone could make him Rookie of the Year. Not Offensive Rookie of the Year, not Defensive Rookie of the Year, just Rookie of the Year, period, because it's going to be about how he helps Jacksonville win, how he swings momentum, and how he changes games with his versatility and football IQ. And let's be honest, Travis Hunter is going to make the Jaguars more fun to watch. He's going to give this team a new identity. He's going to bring national attention to Jacksonville, which this market rarely gets unless they're being disrespected. But now all eyes are going to be on Duval, and if this team can win games, especially with Trevor Lawrence finally having a real supporting cast, then the narrative around this franchise is going to change for good. So the bottom line is, I have zero concerns about Travis Hunter getting all of his money up front. This is a player you pay, this is a player you build around, and more importantly, this is a player who's going to give his all every single time he touches the field. The Jags got it right. Obviously, only time will tell to see how it fully pans out, but the front office showed belief, and Travis Hunter is going to reward that belief tenfold. Jacksonville might just have landed the most exciting rookie in all of football. Now it's time to maximize it, because the reality is, they did give up a lot to get him. Coming out of minicamp, what's most impressive is how quickly Travis has picked up the offense. The route running is still raw in some areas, no doubt about that, but the timing, the footwork, the way he's understanding spacing and reading the defense, it's all light years ahead of what you would expect from a rookie who split his attention between offense and defense in college. You can see his background as a corner helping him as a receiver. He understands leverage, he knows how defenders react to certain movements, and it's almost like he's 2 steps ahead. That's what makes him so dangerous, and when he's lined up across from your CB2 or CB3, it's almost unfair. Defensively, he's smooth, like absurdly smooth. He's not a physical tackler, but he doesn't need to be. His game is about anticipation, reading quarterbacks, and making plays in space. The Jaguars plan to have him off the ball, using more cover 2 and zone match principles that allow him to see the entire field. That's how you let an instinctive player be great, and when you watch him close in on a route, man, it's electric. He doesn't just cover space, he erases it. This isn't your typical rookie corner you're throwing out there to survive. He's out there to take the ball away. I really think the Jags in this draft improved so much, and they also made some very critical pickups in free agency. I think we're going to see a culture shift in 2025, and again, I want to emphasize this season is about moving things forward one step at a time, but as we all know, and as we saw the Commanders do, the NFL is one of the few leagues where going worst to first is very realistic. That's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world, and also let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.
So there's a time for business and a time for football. How's it feel to get the time for business done?
I feel great. I'm very excited and ready to get to work.
You've been here now since, mid-May? And you've been going through the business side of it since January. What's that process been like, and does it feel like you've been running at full speed?
Nah, it doesn't feel like I've been running at full speed. I just been myself, just getting the work done that's needed to be done.